Namaste. Hi. Think about your breath as the floater that supports you when you practice weight-bearing techniques, especially asana, and later on when you practice the pranayama. I thought of sharing with you this practice I will be doing for myself. Comprising mostly of those techniques. Standing, arm balancing, some active transitions. And well, if the readiness is there, you might keep joining me towards the latter stages of my practice where I tackle deeper elements of back bends, which is also categorized as weight-bearing postures and hip openness. Sweet. All right, so we start standing nice and tall in the spine. All right, and just feeling the breath as it is through the nose. But you might periodically open your eyes and then just passively observe in front of you while the rest of your senses are aware of your surroundings. This is your me time. And if you have that time allotted for you, regularly, so it becomes something which we look forward to. All right. And with that in mind, allow the day, to pass slowly by. Good. Now, let the breath happen. Inhale, arms left over the head. On the exhalation, folding in the middle, bend your knees for now. So your low back is soft. Exhale as you fold. All right, stepping, one leg at the back. Inhale as you lift forwards. On the out breath, the other leg follows. So you're stepping about hip width behind you. And then here you can stretch the calves by walking your heels, cycling them. Good. And then while you're doing this seemingly swaying motion, let the breath happen here. Easy. Feel free to hold that side a little longer. And then start to lift those legs up in the air behind you with a moment of bending and stretching that knee to loosen the joints of our extremities. You can also adjust the hand corresponding that lifting leg. So you open the side body already. All right? Good. Every time you lift that leg, inhale. And as you hold that breath or the position, just breathe easy. And then one more, other side. Alrighty. Okay. And just walking your knees like a cycle. Good. And then we're sitting. Crossing one knee at a time forward. And then sit on the ground. All right, straighten our legs. And then you can give your legs some shaking around and circling around. Good. You might lightly flip them to side to side. Beautiful. Okay, so from there, rolling on the backs. Bring your knees with you. You're crossing your arms behind the head to form that cushion. Knees to 90. All right, breathing in. Exhale out. Lifting up, inhale. Exhale, soften to the side. All right, initiating now the mobilization of a low back. At the same time, stretching the side trunk, as well as energizing the core of the body. Active twisting. Inhale as you lift. Exhale as you bend to the side. And it's good to manifest the breath and express it as we move, so it becomes an experience rather than just your autonomic functions. Exhale as you free that leg. Inhale to lift them up. Exhale as you fall. All right, one more per side. All right. And then from there, return to the center, hugging your knees to your chest. You may lightly lift the head to decompress. Okay, and then head down. All right, front leg closest to me lengthens forward. And then the other knee crosses on top. And then you may stack your hip first and then open across. You might look behind you towards your extended arm. Here, breathe. Breathing in as you open and feel the top side expand. Exhale, soften, and let your outer body melt on the ground. All right, one more breath here. Okay. Now from here, this knee will remain bent as we just turn over, so we're on our tummies. All right, and extending that leg at the back, and then from there, bending the knee, and then let that knee circle around. The Asana flow. Feel free to adjust the side body, and then keep moving, changing directions of the circles. After a few to that direction, just reverse. And then you can let that leg move from side to side and around in circles again. You may swim that leg, bend and stretch the knee and round in circles. So combine those circular motions. Mandalas. All right, and then stay. Beautiful. All right, so you can see. So this arm corresponding that back leg, extend to the side, pressing through the opposite hand, and then just flip over and just like you want to roll over that shoulder. You can rub the head around. And then here you breathe as you inhale, like the chest expands. On the exhalation, you loosen. All right, and this arm will open wide across, so we can change. Breathing in as you open, and as you rub through the joints and the linings of the shoulder, and just exhale. And then just breathe easy as you hold the posture. And then you can use your legs to swing back and forth, side to side, to lessen and increase the intensity of the stretch. All right, and then inhale as you come back, and exhale to return. All right, belly on the ground, and then just move around in circles. Good. Probably you're angling this way because we did the Asana this way. So just keep going and move around the opposite direction and side to side. Beautiful. All right. Hands beside the chest and the forehead lightly down. And then like you're rubbing the shoulders around like this. And then settle for a breath or two. All right, we're pressing to kneel. Lightly press to the kneel. And then knees are hugging together. And then moving the hips backwards as you stretch the spine forward. If you need to shake those legs out a bit, always find myself needing to do that to gain access to my lower back a little bit more. And then let it fall down the floor. Just breathe here. Okay. So this is an advanced practice, but I will be giving you modifications. So you can keep doing the techniques, and then for advanced practitioners, I give you the option to do the difficult ones too. Okay, body forward. Okay, and then from there, right, forming like this tripod with the arms. All right, so the first option being this. All right, and then just remain here until the shoulders fatigue, and then you come back to kneeling, and then try it again. All right, for advanced practitioners, you know what's coming, right? So walking forward, and then you're lifting up. You might just be here, or continue lifting your hips up in the air, and then keep the shoulders moving to the to the front of the body, like away from the ears, away from the back of the neck. And that becomes your counterbalance. And then here you breathe. Again, this is a weight-bearing position. As you inhale, feel the lightness of the breath rise up to your hips. And as you exhale, the body will hug itself, preventing the pressure into your shoulders and to your sensitive organs inside. In here, the head is light, and then most of the weight
is pouring down your arms and the shoulders, and the breath supports you internally. One more. Beautiful. All right. Inhale as you fold the knee or the hips. The release is inhalation to support you. And then when you're ready to touch, exhale on the ground. All right. Drop to your knees. All right. And then just a mild recovery in your balasana. And breathe again. All right, inhale, lift your upright kneeling. So I combine the flexion and the extension right away. Yeah. Now climb up to the vertical on your knees, walking. Yeah, you can do that. And then you can turn around like you're dancing inside the body and a bit of a side to side. All right, that Ustrasana. All right, breathing in. Easy Ustrasana. Just cross your arms behind and then open up. All right. Yeah. Progression number 2. One hand at the back. And then you can rub in and out of the hip. And after a few breaths here, just changing arms. Huh? All right. You can change. And lifting. Keep lifting up to the vertical. Good. If you're doing the whole or the entire or the full version of the Ustrasana, breathing in. All right, and at the top of the breath, this is where you suspend. Yeah. And then here you can feel the breath becomes your lift. Yeah. Inhale, up and over, and exhale, soft and relax. And here you can rub the neck from side to side. All right, well done. All right, inhale as you lift back to your vertical extension. All right, and exhale. All right, free your arms. All right, folding the knees, and then just step behind you to downward dog. All right, pedal the legs, and then marching in place. Okay, and then from there, do the alternate leg lift. Inhale as you lift the leg. Exhale down. Inhale the opposite one. Exhale down. Inhale lifting. Exhale, and one more. Okay, and then you're free to dangle that leg a few times. Well done. All right, we're stepping one leg at a time. Inhale to step one foot through. Exhale the other one forward, and then bow the head as you lift the upright stand. Inhaling, like that. Yeah, to support your lift. Exhale, back to the heart. All right, and then easy. And rub the shoulders around. Okay, set number 2. Yeah. Probably you're facing the back of the mat, so you probably, might as well do that as well. Yeah, breathing in, open. Exhale, folding, stepping one leg to the back, inhaling. And then the other one follows, exhaling. Same flow. Reaching and then stretching. Yeah, in here, feel free to angle that stepping foot a little bit wide to prepare that hip to open already. All right, and then just easy, like you're marching the dog in place, and settle. All right, crossing again. Yeah, both sides forward, and to the floor. Good. All right, straighten, and let them move around. Good. Yeah, how you doing so far? Yeah, and roll on your back. And exhale. All right, crossing. Yeah, probably the first 30 minutes of this session, just a couple, maybe a few of them categorized as advanced or intermediate, but most of them are basic ones. And there's even no strict observation of the alignment. That's how I teach and practice. Mostly the breath and how it feels inside. I truly believe that when you allow the body to move its own pace, the range of motion, as well as the breath, organically you're opening more profoundly. One more. Okay, this time, open those arms. And the next time you sweep to me, bring that knee with you, one knee at a time. So there's like this anchoring motion across, and then now we are rubbing through the sockets of the hips and the low back. Okay, you might also gesture your arm to form the shape of the windmill over the head, as the other hand catches that leg at the side. One more per side. Yeah? You can turn the head to the same direction as your swinging leg. And after your next, return to the middle, and then gently up and down you rock. All right, this leg closest to me extends, and then the other one crossing, and twist to the side. And here you can rub the neck to the side where your knee is bent. And settle a few breaths there. And then look away. All right, one more. Nourishing breath in. And relaxing breath out. Good. And this leg will remain bent to the side as we flip over. All right, reaching long like that. And then you bend that extended leg. Feel free to turn the head either side, or you can just place the forehead on the ground and then move around in circles. All right, find that leg side to side. Yeah. You might try to move this arm too long in front of you. Okay. And this arm opens wide across, lifting, flipping over the shoulder. Inhale. Exhaling, loosen. You might be able to link your hands at the back already. And then here, feel free to rub the neck to the collarbones, away from the ears. At the same time, adjusting your hips. And maybe find your lower body to a bit of a sway. Okay, and we're changing. This arm opens, flipping over the shoulder, rubbing in and out, and binding and linking the hands. Don't force it. It should feel light and open and not tight and rigid. All right, and come back to the chest. Okay, crossing your arms and circle around. You're gonna feel loose and light already. Yeah? You can lift those hips already and maybe allow that foot to touch behind you. One more per side. Okay, and then come back. And then a few circles. All right. And then place your hands beside the chest. And then hit to the ground and circle around. All right, pressing to kneel. Good. Kneeling position forwards. And stretch your spine forward. You can crawl to a bit of a sway. And then settle in the Balasana. All the techniques I am teaching here, I've given specific tutorials tackling the details of them. Reflection, the Masakridasana, I've given that too, as well as the basic breathing pattern on how you flow into your vinyasa. Yeah. Okay, body over the hands, so you might have a look at them so you can appreciate the technique. Yeah, so asana, although externally they're quite easy to practice, especially the basic one, but there are tinier details. And then through those specific workshops, you'll be able to learn them individually. All right, so elbows down. Easy here, and just maintain maybe 5 mindful breathing or shifting the body forward. All right, now inhale as you shift, and then your feet will naturally rise, and exhale. So each time you attempt to lift your hips over your shoulders, that's inhale, And as you settle for the next attempt to go deeper, you inhale again. All right, and then breathe. Clearing the shoulders off the neck and the ears by pushing down and towards the front of the body. Good. And then can we do one more mindful breath here? All right, inhale to fold. So you keep it light. And exhale to touch. And drop to your knees. And a mild restoration down the child stretch. And breathe. All right, quite energizing this sequence, eh? Inhale, flow up to kneeling. And then walking the knees in place. And rub around. All right, you can dangle and then swing up and down. And you can wave the body a bit of a side to side. All right, Ustrasana again. Come off. All right, you can go cross arm, one hand at a time, changing after a couple of breaths in one side, or go right away with your full one. All right, feels so light. All right, and here you can rub from neck to neck, ear to ear. You may loosen the head forward so you can adjust. Right. Yeah, sometimes I need to loosen lightly up and then wave the body up and down there. So for me to gain access to those deep lower back muscles and linings of the hips. So the experience is deeper, but lighter, more open, and more nourishing. All right, inhaling, climb to the vertical spine once more, and exhale. All right, walking those knees and rubbing the shoulders around. Beautiful. All right, from there, hands down, stepping backwards, and then do the alternate leg lift again. All right, so that comprises our initial stage, which is a big practice on its own already, comprising of the very basic motions all the way to the advanced asana technique. But one element is present. That's the breath. All right, let's progress now to some activity. All right, breathe. All right, crossing both knees through and then sit forward to the floor. And you might be able to fit your legs through and then sitting on the ground. All right, and from there, have a little bit of a break. All right, it's hot in here because I'm practicing directly under the sun with just the roof off, to shade. And then the left knee or the back knee is under, which is the left if you're following this angle, and the hugging knee is your right. Okay, lifting the arm up and just a mild twist across. Open up and then letting the head adjust. The breath pattern, the twisting, inhaling. On the out breath, soften and loosen. And then twist deeper. One more. All right, and crossing those legs and crossing the arms, and then the other leg, which is the left, stepping up this foot. You can fold that knee and anchor that foot long behind you to a 45. And then we open wide across. Inhale as you left. Exhale to the second warrior position, the Virabhadrasana number 2. Allow the breath again to support you as you inhale. Like the energy rises and the body feels light. And exhale, soften, but remain resilient. One more. All right, we're going to stretch this leg and reach over the head. Exhale down. All right, so that's the breath pattern. Inhaling, exhaling. All right, but there's another breathing pattern you can apply here.
but will require us to lightly adjust and change the pace as well as the direction of the breath. All right, from here, exhale, inhale as you sweep through, and then bring that leg with you already. Yeah, yeah, so you're like initiating the opening of that back hip. Feels good. Yeah, one of my favorite transitions. And then do another one here. All right, and this leg will turn inward. The other one will roll outwards. Now, why not grabbing hold that ankle there and reach the beautiful side stretch? You can arch and dangle loose. And then for a breath or two, looking over that extended hand. All right, both hands to floor, under the shoulders, and then just adjust them about, half a meter or a little bit wider than that. So you're just light and then comfortable down the low back. And let your breath happen. Exhale. In here, we lightly compress the brain, similar to the headstand. All right, lifting up. All right, so this will be your modification if you're not doing the advanced one. All right, open the knees wide, which is also quite challenging. All right, inhale, drop, and exhale, stand. If you're not jumping, the breath pattern is inhale here, exhale, loose, inhale out. Yeah, so depending on your preference. All right. You might just walk up and down there. You might jog in place and then repeat the wide squat flow. Or join me as I practice the handstand. Pressing into it. Exhaling. Even this handstand, I've given a number of tutorials detailing both the physical and the energetic techniques I've realized through the practice of this for many years. Inhale to shift, and then at the top of the breath, that's where you press and lift your body off the ground. And then you might dangle there. Inhale to continue lifting up. And once you find that stacking sensation, keep the breath happening. First try is always your heavy try. All right. Inhaling, come down, and exhaling to the ground. All right. Rising up. Okay. And then jog in place, high knees, and then some side to side. Fanning and coiling. Beautiful. All right. Inhale, arms left. Exhaling, fall. All right. Stepping to the back. Downward dog. And then lifting those alternate legs for the three-legged dog sequence. Okay. Exhale, loose. All right. Bending and sitting. Looking forwards and crouching. You may just go one knee at a time, or you can cross this all at once. Catching and fitting yourself through. All right. And have a bit of a break. This is quite a challenging one. And breathe. This time it's the right leg falling under, and the left knee is on top. And easy binding twist, the Ardha Matsyendrasana. And here, allow your brain to restore, breathing mindfully through the nose, out through the nose. All right, so just stay. Yeah, let me just. Okay, untangling, uncross those legs. This foot steps up, and the other one to the back. And then windmill, Virabhadrasana too.
Okay, and then you might just shake the body a bit. All right, stay where you are. Let me just angle so you can. Still see the whole structure. Okay, inhale, reaching. Exhale, bending. All right, keep going. Inhale. Exhaling. Keep practicing. All right, changing the breath pattern next. Inhale as you sweep through. And exhaling up. Yeah, utilizing the breath in creating lightness when we do weight-bearing position. That's your Uddiyana Bandha working for you. All right, opening the other knee. That's why Uddiyana Bandha is also commonly called like the flying up lock. All right, and stay. You can lightly move the head forward and back. Stay where you are. And breathe. Easy up and down. All right, release. And then turn your legs out again to about 1 meter distance. And exhale. All right, open up. Turn your knees and toes wide and lift to your vertical. Good, and easy. Up and down. If you're not jumping, inhale and exhale. Inhale, hang. Exhale, fall. All right, if you're jumping, inhale, draw. And then up. Good. One more. All right, and then watch in place. All right, what if, you wanted to explore, another form of arm balance, but not the handstand. All right, so you can practice now as the progression, your Bakasana, the position of the crow. All right, and here, hands catch you forward about 1 shoulder distance away, tucking, shifting, and lifting. All right, just do that, okay? And then come down if the shoulders become heavy, and then right again. All right, but for this round of my practice, I'll try and jump it up to the handstand press. Or you can just do the handstand float if it's you. All right. And then here you breathe. Even if you're doing the Bakasana, keep breathing as you hold the posture. I'll try and hold it a few more breaths. All right. Control. And touch the ground. And you can bounce up and down. Beautiful. And high knees. And a bit of a sway. And a bit of a coil. Okay. Well done, us. So that concludes the active, dynamic part of our practice. And then we go back to a moment of stillness. All right, and just breathe. You might just see if the camera is still focusing. Yeah. Okay. And when ready, arms lift. Exhale, dangle. Inhale, open. And this indicates the transition to the back bends or deep extension. All right, another. Next time we'll lift the body, bring one leg with you. Come down and swap. Exhale down, inhale, float. Exhale down, inhale, rise. All right, preparing that leg and lunge that leg to the back. And then do your downward dog. Over the shoulders we fall. And then down to the floor we hover. You might rest the hips there for a breath or two. And inhale, flip this one up. And exhale, return to the back. Okay. Up and down those legs. Inhaling as you lift that leg. Exhaling to the ground. All right. Stepping. 1 foot forward. Yeah, you can start either leg. I'll just step the back foot so you can also see what's happening down the front. Good. And then here, you might coil in and out of the hip. The crescent lunge. Even this one, I've given a detailed tutorial about this. If you are struggling, arching back, your option is to keep it up to the vertical and then do just a mild side to side. A lot of times I do this as well because by doing the vertical lift first, so you initiate the lifting of the spine out of the hip creases before you fold forward. And here you can move that leg up and down, coiling in and out. Okay, and then you can adjust this leg too because we're reaching high. And I'll try to progress this already with the hand to floor behind me, or just keep moving side to side and then releasing periodically. All right, I'll try and do this. All right. Since I've already initiated the vertical and the crescent moon, I somehow shifted to the front, but I can already feel the openness of that hip. And here, feel free to wave around there, coiling from hip, shoulder to shoulder, and open up. All right, come back. Ooh, a deep lift and release. Right, you can walk the knees there in place, and then rub around those shoulders. I coupled that with a kneeling back bend, the symmetrical one. Sometimes I will repeat the Ustrasana, which actually you can repeat, but let's try and progress. Starting with the Ustrasana, both sides pressing. Good. So you can just readjust. Okay. But for this one, I'll try and progress this too. The hands behind me over the head already. Every time you attempt to go high, loosen, and you can lightly swing back and forth. Every time you loosen to the back, draw the breath, and then lift up and over. Loosen the shoulders so the spine can open, and falling on the ground behind you. And here, walk the knees if you can. All right. Inhale, push away with control. And exhale, return. All right. Good. And then easy. Good. And then match it up, rubbing forward and back. Good. And then we float to the back, away from the floor, and towards the back. All right. Lifting the alternate. Inhale. And then this transition really feels light and supportive for the rest of the body. Get an easy match in place. All right, we're stepping. The other leg through. So just changing leg, and the knee drops to floor. And then you coil in and out. Probably if you're doing this with me, you're already open. The reason why I did this leg first, this leg was the back the first time because this is my hollow side, and this is my stronger side, but my less flexible one. But it's interesting that I can do back bend lighter on this side because I use that strength of my pingala. This is my right side, by the way. And opening, suspending, loosening, and falling. Even if I do this side first, into the Anjaneyas or the preparation, I find this leg is easy. This side is easy. All right. Come up. And return. Steady. Back bend doesn't really fail to make the technique. Kapotasana. Hovering. This time doing the Kapotasana already. Down, in, up and over. Down, in, up and over. You may lightly sway, so you can use that to deliver the swinging motion, and you can fan from side to side. And here, the back bend is predominantly happening here. And the low back and the mid-spine, they remain somehow neutral over your hips. I can already see my toes behind me, but I won't rush, creating more space. And touch. From there, lift up a bit so you can reconnect to your breath. You can even dangle, and why not, adjusting those knees to the midline. All right. And then preparing, inhaling at the top of the breath. That's where you loosen, and exhale, folding. Deep Kapotasana. But no lower back pain here. I can feel the chest open, the shoulders energized, but the low back soft and light. All right, come back up and return to your neutral spine. And walking in the middle, adjusting and rubbing around. Let's flow to the back, away from the floor, and towards the back of the mat. All right. This leg again steps up. I'll try now to do the full version of the Ekapada Kapotasana, approaching it from a bent knee. Yeah, inhale. Open upwards, pressing down to your knees. And then here the technique is move to the midline. The stronger the hips are, the more traction you're going to gain out of your spine. And then even there, you don't want too much of, in the past I've taught you how to utilize the toes. But eventually, as the spine opens, you need to press to the top of your foot instead of your toes. And then go. Breathe. Beautiful. All right, come up and return. Good. Walking those knees and swinging away. Good. And can we practice our flow? And back to your downward dog. Alternate the legs. Lifting. It's a challenging practice for me because of the intense summer heat and the techniques being accomplished. But it's energizing, it's fulfilling, it's quite physical. Okay, exhale. All right. Light and open. And finer adjustment. Again, how to descend into the Kapotasana. Inhaling. Exhaling on the ground. Like you're clipping the breath to keep the body open. And then just exhale the breath out once the elbows are already comfortably resting on the ground. All right, one more breath. And then rise up, inhale. All the way up. And exhale. Good. Adjusting, swinging, fanning, and coiling around. Okay. Let's do a flow to the back. Upwards. And backwards. Breathe. Right, lifting, alternate. Alrighty. Easy down. Alright, this leg steps up. And the other knee falls on the ground. Alright, one knee, leaning back bend. Alright, my mat is quite slippery, but I'll try to utilize the challenges of the situation to make my technique stronger. Yeah, hugging to midline, push down, draw up. Loosen. You can lightly lift off your back bend so you can further that extension of the spine. So there's no compression down the creases of the hips. Yes, nice and open, light and supported. And in here, since this is my tighter side, I'll try to readjust that hip and come back and release and breathe. One more nourishing breath in, and then rise it, and continue ascending and easy. Rare that I experience this moisture skin as I practice, and I love it. Yeah, it's like practicing back again in hot and humid Philippines and back, which is different. And you feel very open, open but strong, and because you are adapting to the requirements of nature. Yep. And even when your skin starts to moist, or even you're flooding the floor with your sweat, you don't allow that to stop you from gaining access to your deeper inner foundations. And that is what the breath, that's when the breath becomes invaluable. Notice every time I attempt to go deeper, I loosen and I inhale upwards, exhale, loosen, inhale upwards and backwards. Exhale. And then to prepare for my final descent, I let go a bit and touch. All right, and here I feel like I need to go bring those knees back to midline because they're running away. It's a bit slippery. All right, inhale and exhale down the floor. Deep, profound, but no physical pain. It's challenging internally. You feel your tight spots, and then use the tight spots to inspire you to rise above them. All right, inhale. And return the knee. And easy. Very clear. Very bright. And then down the floor. Away from the floor. And then back. So the abs alternate. The leg left. Good. Down to the knee. Transitioning my practice now to the mudra component. Beautiful. Okay, you can rub a bit, side to side, circle around. Okay. Here, breathe. Open up. Okay. Mula Bandhasana, or the Gorakshasana. Some school call it. You can just stay here. I find this a little bit more difficult actually for me because my hips are quite loose. So I wanted to progress this to a deeper variation, which is flipping over my feet. Okay, and here. Yeah, this is like a back bend / hip opener. But the focus of this one is already to open the inner creases of your sacroilimbus spine, the sacred place, the sacrum. And then here, my breath pattern changes, if you notice. I am now accessing the Plavini Pranayama. So I can collect whatever is lingering down the hips from the peripheries of that triangular bone to the midline, accessing Ida and Pingala. And together, these two forces, these two channels meet in the midline in channeling the Apana up. All right, free. And then for this one, there are techniques of engaging the pandas. So you're not pouring down the weight of the body to your sensitive joints. And I'll normally just circle around like this, and then moving to a bit of a sway. Okay, and up. Okay, now I thought about changing my sequence to seize this opportunity when the body is open. I'll try and accomplish one technique after the other, and the second one is the reclining binding lotus. The Supta Vajrasana. Good, you can fall from shoulder to shoulder. Yeah. Good, sliding out. Although, hopefully my microphone will not get in the way. Okay, careful me. All right, rubbing that neck. All right. Oh, very open. This one I don't regularly do, not because of the nature of the technique, but because of time. Because normally after my back bend and the hip openers, they take up much of my available time. But probably once, twice, or 3 times per week, I do this. All right, uncrossing. Because after doing this, I would do another technique of doing the side stretch. Like this, over the shoulder, and circle around. And move around the opposite direction. All right, side stretching. Kicking that leg up in the air. All right. Up and down, up and down. Good. And flowing. Alternate the legs. All right. Crossing through. Sitting on the ground. Okay. Second round. See if you're practicing the tropics, where your place of practice is warm, humid, always sunny, or even hot. I think that's where it's more suited, in asana. And it brings about that sense of freedom. Yeah? And it really disciplines the mind. It gets that sense of resilience, as well as to rise above the comfort of the practice. Yes, discomfort, they're necessary. I truly believe that. And the asana, the techniques are already challenging, and then adding the environment, nature, the heat around us, that multiplies the intensity of the practice many times. And to the back. All right, leg left. And through and sit. Okay. Binding the other leg on top. Let me just adjust this one. And crossing behind, you can lightly turn a twist there. And then moving the thigh bones back to the midline. All right. Deeper bind behind me. All right. Inhale to come down. Exhale to adjust. And then while you're adjusting and coiling through, and then out of the creases of the shoulders and the hips, just breathe easy. All right, and settle, breathe. If you have a partner, you can ask your partner to support you so you're not dropping too quickly, and then you can flow it up and down, rising up and then falling down, something like that. Huh? All right, one more, nourishing breath in. Exhale out. All right, uncrossing, untangling, and falling. Good. Let's have a few of this. And a mild swinging knee. Okay, and you can reach over. All right, I'll rub this like a few times. And the other one. Good. Up and down, up and down. And sitting, this one. Good. Again, challenging myself. Been a while. Yeah, I would do it just for fun sometimes. Yeah, not even doing this during my practice of asana, but let me try again. Yes, I still have it. Inhale. Might not be as light anymore, but can't be bothered. I've enjoyed that stage of my practice already. It's time to move on. All right. Deeper techniques of energy channeling now. Kandasana, Viparita Karani, one after the other. Sometimes I do another round of, well, why not? Yeah. You might have the time today. Over. Now, since I just remembered, I've done a tutorial about this. So if you want to study the deeper aspects of the Padabhadmasana, with that in here, you can roll over that side to traction the neck, and then rise to the center, and come down to your chest. Right, inhale left. And exhale, loosen. Right hand crossing. You can wave around there. Good. And I'll do the Kandasana right away. Even in the Kandasana, you breathe through it. Inhale, clip the breath. Yeah, so you're not bouncing the body. And settle. And then with my extremities slippery, that's where your awareness is important. And safety, of course. And a few with the Kachari Mudra. Beautiful. Right. Free those legs. Free the rest of your body. Down the floor. Up and down. Yeah. And a few side stretching here. Okay. Viparita Karani Halasana sequence. Don't round the back. Move your hips slightly back, like while you're lifting upwards, so you prevent your spine from rounding. Good. You can rub your tongue against the hard palate towards the soft palate at the back of your mouth, while burying your eyes to observe your toes, or you might roll them so you can look at the dark spot between your eyebrows. All right, reaching over. I couple this with the Halasana, hips back a bit. Again, if you've not done this in the past, please, avoid this technique. Or practice it with a peer, a friend, a teacher to support you. All right. Coming down slowly. Breath, inhale. Every time you attempt to lift off the pressure of the weight, inhale through it. And exhale. Yeah, there's something about that combination of Kandasana. Actually, it starts with the Baddha Padmasana, Kandasana, the inversion, which makes the practice blissful, you might say, meditative in the way that you attain the state of like, not really void, but detachment. Yeah. All right, crossing this leg, the other one on top. Bringing them closer, binding them deeper. This time I will fall over the side. All right, and return to the middle. Moving everything back to the midline from the peripheries. And fall. You're using the pressure of the heel to massage closer to the core of the body, not against the bone. Where important nerve cluster is located, the Manipur chakra. Okay, inhaling. And free the legs, free the arms. Right. You can lightly do a few of this, like archer kicks, and return middle. Okay, Kandasana. Reaching over. Oh, very light. I've also given a number of tutorials about the Kandasana. We're just practicing the elements and then bring all those deeper aspects of the practice organically into the technique. And Kachari. I've mentioned this many times in the past, the Kachari Mudra, the tongue kriya, that you're able to draw whatever is lingering down there and then bring them to the midline. Okay, you might feel some lingering blockages along the creases of the hips. You can just circle them around and back to the floor. Viparita Karani. Over we go. Alasana. Okay, slowly down. Inhale, lighten. Exhale, soften. On the way down to your full support and work around in circles. And rubbing the linings of the hips. After that sequence, I feel like doing Shavasana already. And then the heat has settled, like it feels just the normal. Good. And then last time to the flow at the back. And away and backwards. Alternate the leg lift. Alrighty, breathe. Good. And then finishing off this practice, just inspiration dawned upon me to do another Kapotasana. Good. And here, just letting go. It happens, it happens. If not, you've accomplished enough already. Expect less or even nothing in return. Not as open because of the flexion element already. And then here my knees are sliding out. I'm not so used to doing Kapotasana that way. I want my knees to the midline so I know I'm not overdoing it down my lower back. And settle. Breathe. And push away. And return. Well done, us. Not easy, huh? It's never easy. Even how many hundreds or even thousands of times we've been in those familiar situations. And rubbing the side a little bit. And do the sitting one. Wow. I think we all deserve what? A moment of reclining and breathing. Feel this hip a little bit restless, kicking the joints out. And back to a moment of stillness and silence. Yeah, let's finish the practice. So I won't distract you. If you want to continue your Shavasana, you can just go back. Or if you're coming back to this class again, just stop the video and just continue doing your Shavasana. But, and up to the sitting and crossing in Sukhasana. Okay, inhale, arms left, and exhale down. Breathing in, ascending breath up. Exhale, one more. Nourish the breath all the way up to your fingertips. And then hands together. Exhale with the chest. Good. Namaste, namaste. Thank you. Have a lovely day. Bye.